Welcome back to another episode of the March to Rocktober. In the last episode, we created a new ace for this rotation by turning Bradley Blaylock into a 74. We also succeeded in a Brenton Doyle player lock, but in the meantime, our luck took a turn for the worse and we racked up some losses. And now we're entering today at 28-28, back down to a 500 record. But we have a very large opportunity today. Austin Gomber is going for history. It's the bottom of the 7th. We've got 3 innings left to do it. And if it is done, we will get a full momentum meter and we should shoot back up to plenty games above 500. So let's not beat around the bush any more than we have to. Let's jump in. Let's see if we can do it with Gomber. Now, these specific sorts of player lock pitching games always seem to be a little bit more difficult than your standard pitching player lock game, but especially this one where we can't give up any sort of base runners. We got a lot of energy left. All right, man. I mean, hey, let's just get to it. I'm gonna stop hyping it up. Let's just do it. Okay, that kind of scared me. But no, I gotta be sharp. I can't really spam pitches out of the zone to try and get chases and weak contact like I sometimes do when we can't allow base runners. Please. Okay, that's right to McMahon at third. That is, yeah. Anytime a ball is put in play in one of these type of games, it's always a bit nerve-wracking. But this team specifically, we do have a very solid defense for the most part. Okay, come on, McNeil. What are we doing with a perfect eye? I don't want to go down 2-0 in any counts. Okay, that was very helpful. Thank you. No. This is not... I'm not risking anything ending up out of the zone. I'm not losing it on a walk. So I'm going to lose it on a bloop hit. Oh, my... I mean, I was so careful. I was so careful to avoid the word, and that didn't do anything for me. That bought me 1 out, if anything. I mean, it's just, that's what I'm talking about. That's why these types of things, perfect games, I'll say it now, perfect games and no-hitters are so tough to deal with on March to October, is it seems like... Okay, that was... But more than when you're playing normally, there's just so many more of those types of hits that you give up. And why are we all of a sudden leaving pitches right down the middle to Juan Soto? What's that strategy? I mean, if that was the one that I gave up the perfect game on, that'd be fine. But a 71-mile-per-hour bloop base hit jammed down the line. I mean, in fairness, by the time Soto came up, I was kind of checked out. I probably would have pitched him a bit more carefully if we were still going for history. All right, there we go. We'll go ahead and get Lindor sat down. We can still salvage a 1+ for Gomber if we have a good rest of this game, but that's all it'll be. I mean, throughout all my March to Octobers in the past, if you failed the no-hitter or the perfect game, you could throw a perfect game from that point on, and it would still only give you a 1+ to the performance boost that you get for a player lock. But what I'm more focused on is missing out on the massive momentum boost. We would have gotten 8 momentum fireballs. We would have filled up our meter. We would have made sure that we wouldn't have to worry about being 500 for too much longer. Okay, we still got to make sure we win the game. I mean, we came in up 6, now we're only up 5, and I'm giving up 2 leadoff base runners. All right, and that'll be the 3rd out after giving up 2 leadoff base runners. Let's finish this game with Gomber. Let's give this bullpen a much-needed day off. I mean, really, I shouldn't be doing anything other than, like, no. We won't let those thoughts win. There we go. We'll do that instead. We'll do it the right way. There we go. We got Lindor again. A 96-pitch complete game shutout for Austin Gomber. Even though we didn't do what we wanted to do and throw the perfect game, well, I was gonna say we still get something, but we don't even get a 1+. I didn't think we did that bad from that point on. I mean, I guess I'll take my 1 fireball and be happy. I don't know. That would have been real nice if we did get at least a 1+ boost for Gomber, because he's been struggling this year. Maybe, though, that'll just intrinsically set him down the right path. I actually didn't realize realize how much momentum we'd be coming into today with. I remember we won on a walk-off last episode, and actually, hang on 1 second, this is a big something. A chance to fast-track Zach Veen. The one thing that's maybe slightly frustrating about what we're looking at is we're only being shown one option. I really liked when we got that call-up chance that it gave me the choice to call up 3 different players, but this time it's Zach Veen or nobody, so it's gonna be Zach Veen. So let's go ahead, let's lock this in. That'll be the next thing we do. We'll head down to the minors. Didn't really feel like we went any better than 500 in those sims. I mean, 1 game above. That's progress. But let's take a look at Zach Veen, because I remember him being like a highly touted prospect, but seeing him at a C potential 62 overall, it must have taken a turn for the worse for him. But he is having a really nice year in AAA so far, batting over 300. His numbers are going up. I mean, his contact's going up +2, +4. And a lot like the Blaylock fast track, he's actually up another overall now. But if we succeed with Veen down in the minors, he'll get the same type of boost that we see with Blaylock, or at least the first half of his boost when he got up to a 68. He should also turn into a B potential, and we could get the chance to call him up. And I wonder if there's a spot that makes sense to call him up. I mean, Hilliard's been struggling. You know what? Let's actually take some time to do this, because I think there's been 2 episodes now that I've had to cut me looking at our stats out of the video because it's taken too long. So I'll keep this quick. But looking at our stats here on the stat screen, definitely with the cold streak we had over the last couple episodes, a lot of our guys' stats aren't looking quite as good. But if we sort by average, I mean, Greg Jones batting 312, Estrada's still batting over 300. From there, you know, nobody else above 300, but there's a lot of solid batting averages here, I'd say. Sorting by homers, we only have 1 in the double digits, but I'm actually really liking what Tolia's doing for me. He's hitting for some power, but to see the on base up at 357, that's exactly what I was hoping for out of him. Sorting by wins above replacement, it's Thairo Estrada at the top of the list right here. He is doing so good for us. I was expecting him to be nothing but a good glove at second base, but he is legitimately performing for me on offense. Look at this. He's hitting for power too. I didn't even realize that. He has 7 bombs to go along with his 300 average. Perfect 9 for 9 in stolen bases too. But also Ezekiel Tovar. I mean, we've got that middle of the infield locked down. If those are our 2 best players, Tovar's having a good year. 21 doubles for him so far, along with also 7 homers himself. Kind of frustrating that his potential must only be like an 82 or 83 overall, because even though he's playing well, he's not getting any better. And that's probably just because the number behind that B potential is just an 82. So he had to like regress down to that point. But I don't know, you got a young guy that's a B potential. You were hoping he'd be getting better over the course of the season. Let's see though, as we scroll, negative WAR guys. We got Chris Bryant, we got Sam Hilliard, we got Hunter Goodman. And I didn't realize that Sam Hilliard wasn't doing that great until I looked at stats and then cut it out of last episode. But no, Hilliard's not having a great season. I did not realize that. 231 average. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you look at this, and it's not like he's doing terrible, but he's definitely not doing great. So I know that could be the road to get Zach Veen up to the big league squad. It's just when it comes to who do I send down to get him here, if that situation arises. I don't know if I want to send Fernandez back down, even though he's been doing a little worse lately. He's still put up some really good numbers for me. I don't know if I want to get rid of Greg Jones, even though he's only a 62 overall. We already know how good he's been playing. And then Hilliard himself, it'd be kind of difficult to get rid of him, knowing he's such a higher overall than those couple other people. Anyway, though, just since we looked at the hitting, we can check out the pitching too. Blaylock is doing really good. How many starts has he had? 4 starts so far, 29 1/3, 0.61 ERA so far. And then Marquez has been really good through 90 innings and even 3 ERA. Looks like moving Kyle Freeland to the bullpen's actually been good for him. That ERA's come down. Gomber's ERA's come down a bit too. He's just barely over 4. Suarez looks like he's struggling a bit, but none of our guys that start, because Senzatel is in the bullpen, none of our starters have an ERA over 5 anymore. So I would say that's headed in the right direction for sure. Our bullpen though definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. I'm sorted by innings pitched, and for some reason our guy with the most innings out of the pen is also probably our worst guy. 8.17 ERA for Angel Chivili. Justin Lawrence also not looking too good. Vodnik not looking too good. But actually this dude, Seth Halverson, 57 overall, but he's logged 12 and 2/3 with an only 2.13 ERA. He's actually solid. I might hang on to him. If we get the chance to call somebody else up, it might be Chivilli that gets the axe, and Halverson would get to stay even with his overall in the 50s. And then, yeah, lastly, Tyler Kinley. We don't have him as our closer still, but he's listed as one. He's just doing real good. 0.83 ERA and 21 and 2/3. But anyway, let's get back to the task at hand, because everything that I was talking about when it comes to how we'd get Zach Veen up on the big league team, none of that matters if I don't succeed in his player lock right here. And you know what? I wouldn't say it's automatic. Not at all. I always feel good about pitcher player locks, especially pitcher fast tracks. Hitter fast tracks are a different story. I mean, it is quite literally hit or miss when it comes to position player locks. And it's a little nerve-wracking when it's one like this where you got a chance to fast track a guy. But let's do it. Let's see what we got. We're batting leadoff, so that means we get as many opportunities as we can have. There we go. I pulled the PCI in. It was slightly away. I would have been off of it if I swung. And then that was just an attempted check swing. That's just how it was always going to go, wasn't it? All right, bad first at bat out of the way, but it's only the second inning. We're fine. You know what? The visibility's a little better too, so I'll blame that strikeout on bad visibility. Can we? Okay, thank you for being a ball. There's no way. Oh, be precise, me. Come on. Dude, this dude's just spamming curveballs. Was that what it was for? Was that what the curveball spam was for? Was to get me on that? Still only the fourth inning. We've got plenty of time. I'm getting real tired of the fastballs high from this guy. I don't know why I'm not seeing that pitch well. Dude had 77 pitches thrown. That had to have been the last time we see him, right? You get an extra lollipop. That one out to right. Uh-oh. Okay. I doubt that's going to count for anything. It would be cool if it would. All right. It is a new arm out there now. 2 on. Go. Go! I got it. Okay. Everything is out the window now. We just succeeded. That's all we needed to do. No more stress. It's all taken care of. Massive weight off my shoulders doing that. I mean, going 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts to start. It was not looking good. All it took was one swing to turn that around. I ambushed in. That one wasn't really in, but maybe that's still what did it. Lifted in the air to right center. Brings it in for the out. Ooh, are we gonna gun him down too? Look at Zach Veen showing out today. 3-run shot, diving catch, throwing out a runner going to third. This is what I mean, though. I would love to see the diving catch and that actually matter, but I don't think it's going to factor into our plus, and I don't think it's going to factor into any of our attributes that we get boosted, but it should. All right, 4-pitch walk for good measure, and we should have everything all locked up with what we were able to do, mainly in that one at bat that we went deep and drove in 3. The loss doesn't matter, not in the minors. All that matters is that we did good. We should get a fireball of momentum. We should see Zach Veen getting up 5 or 6 overall points, and you'd assume we'd have a chance to call him up. I still don't know what I would do about that. Who do I get rid of? All right, but there we go, locked in, player boost. 1 fireball. We should get a quick turnaround here if he gets the chance to be called up. And there it is. So he did. He got all the way up to a 68 overall, B potential, and it's still the same type of boost we always see. Big boost to the contact, vision, discipline, everything else. I assume, I don't remember exactly where it was at beforehand, but I think it's probably +2 across the board. I don't know. I personally think it'd be kind of cool if it reflected what we did in the game. So, I mean, I hit a homer. Maybe we should have gotten our big boost to the power, and then the diving play and the outfield assist, maybe we should have gotten some fielding and arm upgrades instead of it all just still going into contact, vision, and discipline. But I'm not gonna complain too much because we may have just created another star here, but I'm way less confident about succeeding twice with a player than I am with a pitcher. With Blaylock, it was like, all right, now we call him up, now he gets another 6 to his overall. I'm not automatically that confident with Veen, but man, I don't know. Is the obvious answer staring us right in the face? It'd be kind kind of sad, but after I went over it, I mean, it makes sense. The only unique thing Chris Bryant has for us is the potential backup first baseman, but we don't really even need that with also having Kyle Farmer. So I hate this. I hate to do it, but I think this is what's going to have to be done. I think it makes the most sense. We're going to have to send down former MVP of the National League, Chris Bryant, in order to call up Zach Veen. We'll just say he got hurt again instead of saying we called him down, right? The decision was out of our hands. Even though there's no injuries in March to October, Chris Bryant found a way to do it, and that's why he's not on the team anymore. How many times do I have to say it to convince myself it's the truth? But no, man, now we really have to lock in, because if I can succeed again with Veen, he'd just be a higher overall than Sam Hilliard, and then it would just make sense to start him over Hilliard instead of having to be like, oh, Hilliard's not doing good, I should put in a guy that's a lower overall. We got to take on the Mets. We're going to be at home in the City Connects. If there was ever a time to do it, I think it would be now. Let's do it, Veen. Let's get this career started. It's a Bradley Blaylock start. We got to face a lefty, though, which is a shame. We got to go lefty-lefty. It's in the rain, too. It's not even a nice day here up a mile high. But there it is, MLB debut pass. He doesn't even have an MLB game under his belt yet. This is it. I mean, look, between what we did with Blaylock, if we can do something again here with Veen, that's almost like making 2 trades without making trades. Oh no, that's not a good start, Veen. That's not a good first impression, and I'm making a bad throw into the cutoff. Oh God. All right, first AB then, down 1-0. I don't know how that could have happened. Crowd's hyped for the debut at bat. Listen to him, Zach. Feed off the crowd. Get down somehow. Somehow. Did it? See, that goes on the list of things you didn't need to do, CPU. I mean, really, things a CPU doesn't need to do. Number 1, that. Oh, we got another one of these. Okay, I think I got it. That dropped. That bounced on the ground. Okay, we got one too, I guess. All right, second at bat. Let's wipe the slate clean here. Nobody on. No clutch rating active. Right down the middle, that's gotta get through. All right, no diving play this time. I still feel like that's not enough. That doesn't automatically secure anything. It should. If that diving catch wasn't made, that'd be 2 for 2 so far, and I would feel like we secured it. But we have something on the board. Good at bat, worked it to 3-2, got ourselves on. And Tolia's grounding out, so nobody's gonna even move us up to second. We still gotta win this game, remember. Now that we're in the big leagues, the win does matter, and that would contribute to our momentum. Oh, what is this? Okay, well, this isn't gonna be a home run with this wall if we have a chance to rob it. Okay, clearly I didn't do that right. All right, well, yeah, let's get back up to the plate. This is what really matters. At least our offense is keeping pace here. 6-6 here in the 5th. Oh, I was so early on that. 90? Oh, it's because he's out of energy. He's throwing under his velo. There we go. There we go. That's going to be an RBI base hit. Why wasn't he running? Okay, he's still going to be in. That's 2 for 2 with an RBI. That will get us an upgrade. How about that, though, man? 2 for 3. Maybe you should be 3 for 3. Batting lefty-lefty like this. And not only that, but back-to-back successes in hitter-player locks. It's like I'm not even me. All right, what do we got here? It's back tied at 7, though. I mean, we still got to win the game. And if we can contribute to that, obviously, you know, that's what we want to do. Oh, I did not want to swing at that, but I was way more on it than I thought I was. That was supposed to be a check swing. It sucks that we make an out on what should have been a check swing, but I was also kind of all over that at the same time. Now it's extras. My controller's pounding. The heart is beating here. Somehow I knew that was going to happen. Okay, I think I got it again. I feel like after you finish that, it doesn't need to stay slow motion. Oh man, and now I'm coming up to the plate with a chance to walk it off against Edwin Diaz. No trumpets on the road. Oh, don't take a lead. That's an automatic out if he picks you off. I'm early on. Oh, I'm so hyped up for this at bat that I'm early on 98. Oh, wait back. Yeah, all I need to do is leave the bat down the middle. All right, we get another chance. Bottom 12, but we're down 3 this time. And I really hope all these extra at-bats and me not doing anything in them doesn't come back all the way around to bite me and make having 2 hits and an RBI not enough to get something. Well, hey, the game's not over yet. We get a chance to look at what potentially could be the final play, but there's 2 on, tying run at the plate with Ryan McMahon up. Let's see something special here. Okay, that got down somewhere. I'm not good at controlling the camera, but a run's coming around to score. But all right, now it's Tovar. Looks like we brought in Greg Jones for the speed to tie it. If Tovar puts it in the gap, that's kind of his specialty. He has another double on the board. Contact. Grounder to second. All right, but hopefully that should still secure us what we need from Zach Veen. There it is. The snowflake sucks, but let's focus on the positives. Not just succeeding, but a 2+ for Veen. So we know for sure he's going to get another attribute increase, and he'll have a 2+ player boost going in his favor for the rest of the season. All right, let's hope this sim's not too bad. That's going to get us back down to neutral. So it's just raw simulations here. Lose the series to the Mets, win against the Giants, and we have another chance at a player lock. Are you kidding me? This time it's a straight up call up, no fast track. I would have loved the chance to fast track Romo, but I feel like that would make sense, right? Hunter Goodman's been like really bad. Yeah, only a 175 average, 186 on base, negative 0.5 wins above replacement. So that means that a replacement level catcher would be an upgrade to how he's performing, and at minimum, that's what Drew Romo would be a replacement level catcher, I guess. So I think that's just what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make another move here. We're going to call up Drew Romo, and I think I'm just going to straight up send down Hunter Goodman. We'll get a new backup catcher. Drew Romo's a little bit lower on the overall, but I'm thinking about it more in terms of performance, and Goodman has not been performing well. Plus, we'll get another chance at another fast track here, and if we succeed with Drew Romo, then all of a sudden he might be starting caliber for his overall. And I feel like let's keep the hot streak going here. 2 successes in a row with Zach Veen. Let's stay hot. Let's jump into this Drew Romo game now too. We're up now to 3 games over 500, so we're steadily getting better again. We're actually in the wild card picture right now. It's going to take a lot if we want to chase down the Dodgers. I'm not banking on that happening. But let's first see about our guy Zach Veen. They have him by default in the DH spot here. He also didn't go up another full 6 overall, but a 73 is fine. Look at what he's looking like now, man. Plus 22 and 24 to his contact. The discipline's looking real nice at a 71. And then everything else getting a nice boost too. But let's look at Drew Romo too, because I forgot to look at what he was doing in AAA so far. So we don't get to see that, but he does have a little bit of MLB experience. Hasn't been too great. His hitting numbers do not look that great at all. But he is a switch hitter. He is young. He is improving. But that's why it'd be so big to succeed with him in this upcoming player lock. If we can get that contact up to looking a little bit better, he becomes a lot more valuable. I don't think this would come with a potential boost. Usually the potential boosts happen in the fast track and the minors. But still, let's see what we can do with him. New call up. It's another Blaylock start. I didn't even think though. I didn't turn off the fielding stuff, and now I got to play as a catcher, and I know they added some new catcher fielding stuff that I'm probably not looking forward to. We're starting out in the field. Let's see how this goes. Failing to move the glove to the right spot will result in a dropped ball. Yeah, it's not stressful at all. Oh, and it moves. Maybe we really only see action on defense if something is like hit where we have to field it. But all right, here we go. First at bat, of course, we got to take on a guy like Justin Verlander. Not an easy first at bat after getting called up. Although he's already given up 3. We've got him on the rails here, or on the ropes. Which one of those is the real expression? I didn't want to swing. Let me check swing game. Get down the line, please. There we go. Look at me go. Again, 1 hit. I'm not going to say that secures anything, but that's a very good start. All right, yeah, right to our next at bat. No more fielding. Verlander barely had to throw any more pitches in between at bats. That's got it. It's not going to get down. That's more frustrating than the diving catch against Veen. That was a good swing, solid contact, and we're already okay. And wait, no, there is no such thing as lefty-lefty with a switch hitter because he's just going to turn around. Okay, that's going to drive in a run, right? 72 speed should be plenty, I would hope. Oh, they went to third. Okay, we're safe at third too. We drove in a run. I would say that's probably got to do it, right? A hit on the board, a sac fly RBI. To me, that's good enough for at least a 1+, and a 1+ is all we need for an attribute boost. All right, we get another shot. We've added another run onto our lead. That, I mean, my 2 best swings of the game are 2 outs. That shouldn't be. Hopefully that was enough, because that was probably our last at bat. Okay, good one. Good job, Tyler. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. I clicked to enter the game because it could be the final play. I forgot I'd actually still have to field. Okay, that should do it though. Routine grounder to short. That's a win. That's positive momentum, and I really think that should be a success with Drew Romo, right? It has to be. A hit, a run driven in. There we go. Wasn't flashy, wasn't any extra pluses, but we got the job done. We did what we needed to do. I'm very eager to see this boost. That also means if a Jacob Stallings trade pops up, this would be the best time for it, because Romo now could probably handle being the starting catcher. There goes our little winning streak. Then we had to lose 2 in a row. But finally, it looks like we're going to be playing a full game again. We've had so many player locks in these last 2 episodes. But even though this one's in the bottom of the 9th inning, I think we're going to call it here for today. Let's just real quick before we go see what we have with Romo. He got up to a 69, so not quite the full 6, but he got the boost. Plus 11, plus 10 to the contact, vision and discipline plus 11. I mean, he's still, like, if we look at the stat wheel up there, it's not like he's a great hitter, but this is definitely going to help him along the way. But very solid day. I don't know if I can say that I've ever had it happen where I've had 3 successful hitter player locks in the same episode. Normally, I would always fail at least 1. But guys, as always, if you enjoyed, hit that like button for me. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already. I should hopefully be coming out with some different videos in the next couple days. I've kind of been stuck on this March to October to start the year, so be on the lookout for those. But for now, guys, thanks for watching again. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.